Hey, Gilbox here. So, we have a new blog on Mutt 20. There was a live stream of it, and they revealed a bit of information. Obviously, none of the finer details, as they're still months out from 20, and that's to be expected. They kind of gave us an overview. I'm on Twitch now. I went in Twitch chat, looked through the excitement. The excitement seemed very down the road. I think one comment that really stood out to me, I think it's exhaustive to look at Mutt right now and the grind that's going to have to happen again because we've just been through so much already. So we've been through our war against the dead. Now we're on to the last war here, and we're on to 20. So just take that in mind. A little bit of what's going to happen. They talk a lot about solo changes and what's happening there. And looking at it myself, it was also like, oh wow, all right, back to it. It's that old GTA meme. Here we go again. So deep dive Madden Ultimate Team. We are going to talk about archetypes, missions, solo challenges. They revealed a couple players overalls accidentally. We'll get to that. And then house rules stuff. So overall, going through the blog, missions, it's kind of like Kappa Valley, thanks for subbing. The hand holding, I guess. Missions is completely, I think what they're trying to do with missions is bring in and basically not confuse newer players. I think a big concern for the Mutt team, as weird as it is to say, they're worried about the new player experience because it's completely counter to what they have been doing the last couple of years, at least with online head-to-head, where they literally throw you into the wolves. Ever since they instituted the ELO system, they match you up against 5 random players on a ladder. So you come into the game with like an 80 overall facing 95 overall goons. Stuff like that earlier in the game. So they're trying to improve the new player experience, which is not a bad thing. It doesn't serve my market. It doesn't serve a lot of our market that are watching this right now, kind of like the veterans of the game. So missions, it's going to be a complete change-up, but I don't think it's good or evil. The only evil you can consider from missions is maybe if they put their time into that and something say that you wanted more. Like there's a lot of things that we want in Mutt, and they spend their time on missions. But I don't think that's necessarily evil. There isn't here anything for us. There's a new star challenge system. I'm not a huge solo grinder. I think I've done like 1,000 of them, so I've done a few of them this year. But it's kind of like somebody compared it to the Angry Birds system. They went over it a bit on the live stream, which I'll show it to you. A couple of the clips of what is going to be. That is Aaron Rodgers. So they showed like the training system, the power up for Aaron Rodgers. We'll talk about that. Perfect pass accuracy when outside the pocket. Then they went over and showed a little bit of the training missions. And here's the menu I think that I want to right here. So you can play challenges, earn 5 stars. So they said a lot of their final rewards are going to be like you got to have 30 or 50 stars to get the final reward for this solo sequence. But then there could be other bonuses over that if you get 40 or 50. In the blog, they describe, say if you do, there's 3 stars to choose between easy, medium, and hard. And then if you get a couple of the bonus objectives, you get the 2 extra stars. You get the top reward. The interesting thing about missions and solos in our co-op, what they call the ultimate challenges. So 2 things with these ultimate challenges and being able to play it with a friend online. One, is the quit out method still going to work? If so, yay. 1 person doing the work for 2, always a good efficiency is the key to human beings and the world. We're always more efficient. And 2, this is perfect if you have a farm account and 2 Xboxes or 2 PlayStation 4s, if you get an old one or something, you can get both of your accounts going at once, match up with your farm account, grind out the souls in one and get double the rewards, and then basically be able to transfer the cards. I know they talked about limited time cards and their quick sell values, whether they keep them or not. You guys know my positions on them. I'm not a fan of artificial floor on cards. It's nothing that I'm going to go and die over. I'm not going to fight like that. But basically what's good is those are great for coin sellers. So if you get enough on your farm, you can transfer over and then quick sell those limited time cards. So that value, they're debating it. I would assume it's going to be back because there's no reason not to. There wasn't like a huge community outcry in my opinion, but we'll see. So double the rewards for double the accounts, but you got to have 2 Xboxes or 2 PlayStations. So try and buy one cheap to grind twice as efficiently. So one of them made adjustments. Ultimate Challenge, the new star race. Oh, I went through that. Ultimate Challenges rewards, but basically, so it's I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm not a filthy casual. So missions is just kind of changing up the UI, in my opinion. And it is what it is. Challenge rewards. It's a new way of grinding solos. Because that's what I talked about at the top. It's like you're looking at the whole new grind. It's overwhelming. You know, we just been through a huge grind. We already got our 99 teams. It's all going to start over come late July. So there's the bonus system we talked about. Loading in and out of ultimate challenges. They said they also made it easier. Once you finish a challenge, you click a button, it loads to like, all right, what difficulty level if you want for this next challenge, and then you can load back in. Of course, you're not going to avoid loading screens. They said they made it faster, which is something the community wanted, so yay for that. We'll see on that. All right, with superstar abilities, we've talked about this quite a bit. Superstar abilities will be on the card, and you'll have to choose about it. So the blog is kind of out of order with the live stream. But basically, if you're a pocket passer, you won't get scrambling passing abilities. If you're a scrambler, you won't get some pocket passing abilities. As simple as that. They didn't reveal really much anything else except for the Rodgers as perfect pass accuracy when outside the pocket. Of course, this is modified by being under pressure, throwing high and low passes. So that's still, we'll see what's unbalanced and what's not. We did actually see, to talk about the player overalls. Also, yeah, with the missions, it's a way of collecting items, and there's solo battles are confirmed back here. So that's cool. Solo battles, I know people like that. You got collections. They're going to show market averages there. I wonder if they're going to put in an MLB type system that doesn't allow you to put cards outside of too far away from the market averages. That would be interesting to see too. But so you have collections and solos all together, basically a revamping of the UI of Ultimate Team. I don't think that was anybody's demand for the top end of MUT. But yeah, we have a 90 overall Tom Brady right here. And where is it? I don't like how there it is. 90 overall Tom Brady and an 88 overall Levante David. They blurred out the overalls on a lot of their cards, but they missed those two. So yeah, New England coach is back, so no Bill Belichick either. Moving on to, milestones of the solo challenge we talked about. They went over those quite a bit. There's like kind of the reward screen. Obviously, it's a work in progress, so it's not finished, but here's kind of like the UI. What else did I miss? Play next solo. College. Okay, so we went to house rules too. They said, the archetypes. They talked about archetypes at the top of the show. And this is kind of like in the superstar abilities. Basically, archetypes, their only important thing on archetypes is going to be the overall that it shows on the screen, which isn't important at all. Like, overalls are fake news. I'd say never look at them. Look at the underlying stats. Any summation stats tend to oversimplify things. And then it really helps this archetypes because you can get different abilities based off it. So that's still to be developed by them, so they didn't give us very many details on that. For the superstar abilities and player archetypes. So like speed rushing outside linebacker versus pass coverage, and so on and so forth. House rules is something they mentioned. So they mentioned something about overtime, college overtime house rules, which is awesome. The win condition. They can now put win conditions in head-to-head. You know how like solos, you have score touchdown and win the game, and then the solo ends. They now have that for head-to-head too, which is a nice thing. So like basically they can make house rules where first person to throw a passing touchdown wins the house rules game, something like that. They can do like kind of shorter experiences like that. Jake had a smile. I think he's teasing at something because maybe it's something along the lines of that new mode that Michael Young talked about, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just house rules type mode. So he talked about college overtime, so that's something on their mind, which is cool. And he talked about not always being a 40-minute experience. So not always being a 40-minute experience is interesting. They kind of want to get us in and out, which I like. Like MLB The Show, it's not all just ranked seasons. You don't always want to play for 40 minutes to an hour at a time. Sometimes you only got 20 minutes. You want to get in a quick game. So having the opportunity to get in and out of a head-to-head experience in just 20 minutes without having to quit at halftime is kind of key. Because like for those people who have children, and I don't have any children that I know of or pay attention to, sometimes shit pops up. A baby start crying. You got to go pick something up from school. They punch the other kid in the nose. So getting in and out, but that's kind of unknowable. But in and out in 20 minutes is nice to have a little shorter experience because usually you can only have that experience with solos right now. So giving a little bit of a bone to head-to-head guys is always nice. So they'll do a gameplay stream next Thursday. But that is kind of it. That is the reveal for 20 MUT right now. The big ones are the missions, which are the portals, kind of like the noob lovers for the missions, the archetypes, which determine abilities and overalls, the Play Next Solo Challenge, Brady being a 90 overall, Levante David being an 88. The house rules, which can be modified more now. They'll give different house rules, and the limited time cards. They're debating on whether to keep the quick sell. So that is it. I see buy Bitcoin in chat, which means it's time to wrap up because the loons have gotten to us. And thanks for watching. I'm just fucking with you. Don't roast me, Bitcoin people. I love you. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of MUT 20 right now, and I'll talk to you later.